Hello everyone, it's Ali back here, and we are at my stream. And let me quickly introduce you the stream as usual. So I'm a software engineer, doing that for a long time. I decided to start building and learning in public, basically share with you guys what I'm doing and trying new stuff and building something, coming up with some ideas. And I decided to start a stream. The stream is structured like a TV series. Basically, it consists of seasons and episodes, where each season is a long-running project or app, and the episode is an individual stream like this one. And today we are at season 2, episode 14 already. And season 2 is all about Polymarket. We learn what it is, how it works, how to communicate with it via the API, how to trade on it automatically, and so on. And we are trying to build a bot which farms the liquidity rewards that are distributed on a daily basis for you if you place your orders around the spread. And yeah, so what we did last time is let's take a look here. We were working on our automated market switcher, but we had some issues with it. So we were running it. We tested it that it switches the market, but we did some fixes as well. So we did some changes for the negative risk. We added some threshold for the position. So basically, we did not do much actually useful last time. We just tested it a lot. And what we figured out is that we actually need the volatility filter. So one thing is to be able to get rid of your position if you get into it. And this is like already a second step. And in the first place, what you need to do is you actually need to mitigate this possibility as less as possible. So I mean, as much as possible. So basically, what you need to do is you need to figure out how to not get in the position in the first place. And this is what we're going to be doing. One of the ideas was to implement the volatility filter. Last time we jumped into the market, which was very volatile, and it wasn't. Yeah, and you can see like I lost half of my deposit here on the website already. So we need to keep up and try to make it up somehow. Like I have $47 now, and we lost 35 already, and like during the last week we lost 30. So we need to make it up, make up for that, and that's why we are gonna be implementing the volatility filter. So we will try to come up with some idea. I don't know yet what. We will just, I guess, figure it out with the AI now. So let me start with the prompt, and so we are gonna use, which model are we gonna use? So let's use Sonnet 4.5 from Copilot. I'm still short on the tokens. I actually started using Cloud Code for the first time in my life. I still don't know what I feel about it. I have the cheapest version for $20, and it's quite limited. Like I have to reset it 2 times a day and wait for it to finish. So I'm mixing now with many different agents and providers in order to survive until the end of the month and not pay a lot. So far it goes well, but yeah, here on the streams we are gonna have to use a cheaper model now, which is Cloud Sonnet 4.5, because I need to reserve my best models for my work. Sorry guys, but I think the cheaper model will handle this easily as well. So let me just switch here as well so we don't lose it. So okay, in the plan mode, let's say we have the orchestration now working, but the problem is it doesn't consider the market volatility. before entering it, which often leads to us losing money in these markets, because price goes up and down and we are getting into positions. Yeah, so basically we had these findings. Let's take a look at them because we made them last time. Okay, I don't want this one, I think. Maybe I do. So what were our findings? So yeah, first we need to make volatility filter. This is what we discussed. And then we will make stop loss so we can like liquidate our position before we lose. And we can make the position limits. Okay, wait, not this one. We can, where is it? It's not here even. The skewing, the price skewing. We can do that as well, but it's gonna be next one. Let's start with volatility filter. See finding. So see if the finding is already actually including what we are discussing here. So let it just work. Okay, so it does some work here. Those two parallel subagents, nice, really nice. The version changed drastically. Actually, I didn't even have a chance to look at what was updated there, but they actually don't make it like their change logs is not that good. They could have just written like, you know, new feature, but now it's like all of the new features, but you need to, as a geek, you need to understand what's all that. The weight to fuzzy search to maintain the title priority in UI. What does it mean for the end user? God knows. But yeah, they're working behind the scenes. Like it looks like they just added the synchronous sub-agents, multiple sub-agents, which like I haven't seen here, but maybe I'm just wrong. Okay, so where to implement? Based on the findings recommendation, where would you like to implement volatility filtering? First in discovery, recommended version. Let's filter out volatile markets during initial selection. Proactive approach prevents entering bad markets. Runtime monitoring. Check volatility during trading and exit if market becomes volatile. No, we can do that later. Both. Yeah, let's try with discovery. How should we collect price history for the volatility calculation? WebSocket. Record midpoint updates from WebSocket during discovery trading, accurate real-time data. No. Is there any history? Is there any trade history API or SDK? Volatility metrics. What volatility metrics should we calculate? Yeah, percentage change over the last 10 minutes should be fine. Yeah. How should we implement stop loss protection? No, we are not implementing stop loss now. We only do volatility now. Liquidation mode. When stop loss triggers, should we exit the position? We only do volatility now. Just keep it simple for our wannabe smart model. Bad thing is that like you cannot navigate the subagents. Like I see here clearly, it needs to go to docs and read it, but now it just spends tokens, and yeah, I could have just navigated it. You know, if it would if this was like in the main thread here, I could have just said something and queued it, and it will pick it up automatically at some point, but it doesn't happen now. You know what? Actually, probably we need to use skills more. Like, I did that recently with one tool that I used. I don't know. Let me show it to you. Probably I haven't showed it to you. So I'm using this tool called LLM TLDR, and I did not like dive deeper into it, but it works somehow. It does some analysis of your code base. I didn't actually, to be honest, research much of all what's the inside, but I will definitely. Like, I have a huge plan for this approaches and library. Maybe I'm gonna have to write my own one, but yeah. So basically, this is like creating a tree of your code base, and you can always keep track of it. And whenever you change your code base, you can like see what's changed in the tree, in the dependencies. And as you can see, it supports TypeScript, so can just plug it in, and like it's just simple. You just install it with pip or uv, which I use, and then you just call tldr warm dot, and then you have mcp and cli tools around your code base analysis. And yeah, so what I did actually when I started this is in order to learn for my agent how to use that, I just ran the open code separately in this repo. I cloned it, I ran it there, and I give it the instruction how to make skills for the agents, and then it just prepared a skill for me how to use its own MCP, where to when to call the TLDR worm, and so on. And now I'm just using it in my project, and it's like and it's sitting there like a sub agent basically. So basically, I have a rule in my agent that says if you hi, hello, Rost. So basically, it says if you need to like if you are doing refactoring or implementation plan and you need to analyze the code structure, or like you need to double check with this MCP, call the sub agent, most important sub agent, with loading the skill of using the TLDR MCP. And then what it does is just like thinking about the feature that I asked it, and then it's running the subagent. Subagent does all the verification, then goes back and says, yeah, all good. So the actual context is not filled, and you can keep doing your task without like losing the context and the possibilities of the model due to that. And then you fix the changes, and then when the final step is when you just about to commit everything and verify, it just calls the worm again and checks that all the changes were done as it was expected. So it's very cool. And I think here as well, like since we are having so much issues with like context, I think we need to probably like I'm gonna think about it. Let's just write it down to not forget. Um, So yeah, so probably for us, as we can see, like how much struggle is there with the theory behind the Polymarket, because it's apparently quite big, and you need to have it all in some places. We can do some kind of MCP, or not MCP, skills, or like set of skills with different files, like Vercel have React skills. So we can maybe do something like this. Like, I hope, of course, that Polymarket will push that, but I doubt they will. I think they're busy with counting money or something. Especially according to the docs they have, and all the like shit around their different type of APIs and so on. Like, everything is not unified. I, to be honest, really don't like it how they handle this, but okay. But you can see here, like, there is a skill. Where is it? Rules. Yeah. So this is basically a skill, React best practices, which you can just use in your project, and your agent will be like the best React developer in the world, just having this skill, and can run and validate whatever you do or did before, and help you. A lot of things to learn from this. And yeah, we can do something like this for the Polymarket, or maybe there is something like that we can use it. So I'll just put it here in my to-do list so we don't forget about it. So let's just continue what we started. I just was small remark. I mean, if it's interesting to you, GM no Scott me. Hi. So let's continue. So we started research here on the planning on the task for volatility based market filtering. So we will use the Globe price history API endpoint to calculate historical volatility for each market candidate. Markets showing excessive price movement will be filtered out during discovery, preventing the bot from entering dangerous markets in the first place. That's amazing. This is what would have helped to my ugly ass portfolio here. Definitely definitely needs fixing. So parameters is market. Okay, I don't need to know that. Architecture design, so new utility model will be there. Modify market discovery. Configuration. The orchestration. CLI argument. Okay. Yeah, sounds good. Sounds good. Let's check what's with our stage here. We have config fix. We can keep that here. We need that data for later for the next task, so I'm gonna just keep all that here. So let's just start working. Okay, so open questions for you. Fidelity parameter. The API supports fidelity parameter resolution in minutes. Should we use specific value, 1 minute data points, or let the API decide? Okay. Wait. How did this happen? I just had somehow it turned into shell, but I don't know how it is possible. Okay, so first, what's your recommendation? I still don't get it, to be honest. Second one, fallback behavior. If the price history API fails or returns no data, should we skip the market? Allow the market? Optimistic, of course, no. Skip it. Extreme midpoints. Findings mention filtering midpoints. Should we add this too, or is it volatility filtering sufficient? No, not yet. Testing data. Do you have condition ID for the? So I can test it with real volatile historical meta. This yeah. Check the file's called. I don't know, like, okay, yeah, check this one, but it was 3 days ago, so there is a chance that you won't get anything. Then you can just skip that test or ask me for new market. I'll look it up. What the fuck is this? Whoa. Okay. Okay, let's go. Plan looks good. We are already at 51% here. That's not good. But I hope will be enough. So meanwhile, I can talk about something else. There are a lot of insights happening in my head lately. I don't know why, it just hits me hard. And yeah, I'm working a lot on my setup for the documentation. So as you remember, like now we keep everything here in this architecture MD, and in my personal projects, I already split it up into a set of MD files, like smaller ones. So it was up to like 150 and 20 lines instead of having this huge one. It's already better, but I just recently noticed that since it's like it's not going everywhere, it's not navigating everywhere, not getting all the context that it actually needed to. And I was working on that, and I'm thinking now about actually improving that. So this is why I also told about this LLM TLDR. I think this might help to learn to create these trees and put more facts on top of the trees. And these trees, this is basically a graph which can also be connected later to a normal graph database with facts about your code base, and then you will be able to pull that from there. So like my idea is to actually get rid of the docs structure like this, like the tree structure of the docs, and get into something more agile. I don't know like how to call it, to be honest, but I want to have the graph database with vector database connected with the facts. Like I was thinking about it for a long time already, and I think I'm slowly getting there. But yeah, I have a lot of work to do, so I cannot like experiment that much, unfortunately. But yeah, it's getting there. It's getting there. I will set up this for myself and for my colleagues who I'm working with, and I think maybe this will be something that you can also use. Like I'll see. Definitely gonna reuse that setup on other projects, like here, for example, for the architecture. I think it would be very, very much needed. But to be honest, like I did not control how the code is produced here, so it could be full of shit. So if we will be doing refactoring of this, I don't know if we will, first of all, ever do refactoring of this. Second, if we will be doing that on the streams, probably not. Probably I'd rather run some background tasks to just do refactoring and test it automatically later when I'm like more confident with what we planning to see here. Like for now, it's just an experiment. That's why it doesn't make sense to refactor anything, because I don't know how it's gonna look like at the end. What I want that to look like. That's the problem. Okay, so it looks like it's getting to an end. It updates the descriptions now and the documentation, so probably we can already review changes. So it added a new config here with a volatility filter. New config for the orchestrator. So we set the threshold here. We set the parameters for the calculation. Nice, nice. I like this a lot. The architecture is cool here. It just needs to be, you know, more controlled, like, or maybe at least it's in my head. I like to control stuff that I'm working with. Don't like surprises. Okay, maybe we can test it, you know. How can we test it as well ourselves? Just call select market. So it wants to test the volatility. Let me probably just find the market for it. Something that's active, live. Like this one, maybe. League of Legends live game of the chart. So is it running for? Okay. Try this market maybe. How do we? Yeah, okay, let's find something else. I don't know. Something about the World Economy Forum. No. Breaking. Something for today, maybe. Oh, this one looks pretty volatile to me. 1 day. Okay, let's just try. Can you? Okay, so what's the config now? Maximum 15% change in 10 minutes window. Let's put more conservative settings, default settings. I don't like it. Like 15% in 10 minutes is too much. It's too volatile. I'll test it on another market too, just to make sure. Okay, Bitcoin. This should be very volatile. No. Wait, probably something that's less. Yeah, this one. Okay. For an hour. Yep. This is what we need. Okay, so it's summarizing the thread now because it became too big. Select market, bro. It's select market. I don't like it. It still passes. Like I wouldn't trade on this market, to be honest. Like this is a lot. Let's put it 1 hour instead of 10 minutes. We can always like loosen the settings, but let's tighten it up for now. Okay, nice. This is what I wanted. Yeah, we're gonna be running those like forever, so 10 minutes is nothing. But if you're switching every 5 minutes, maybe there is some correlation there, but okay. So now that we have with this working, I suggest we go ahead and test it right away with the orchestration. Let's run. Oh, okay, let's just go back. I think we can continue here. It's not a big. Let's test the orchestration now. What options do we have? I just wanted to see this actually. Okay, so let's run. I don't know, I have half of the money left now. So I don't know, like maximum 20 shares, maximum 10 shares maybe. We are in a much smaller position now. Is there anything paying good like with a small amount? Or should we invest more money now into our learning? Like 20, okay. Let's run in full mode. No dry run. Enable switching. Maximum 20 shares. And what else? Volatility, maximum 10% per hour. What else can we set here? Yeah, let's try this one. Wait, I think I'm gonna have to stop it right here. What I don't like is that every market volatility is checked. It takes a lot of time. Can't we first select one, then check the volatility, and then if it's not good, select the second one, and so on and so on. Why do we make so many requests? Okay, we entered some market. Gervonta Davis arrested by. I don't know who that is. I don't know if we are getting any rewards for that. Yes. What market is this? Oh, I forgot. Let's rerun it. I hope we did not get into any position now. Okay. I forgot that we want to switch markets every 2 minutes. You remember we wanted to do that. Okay. Let's go. We're again at this market. Some Davis guy. I don't know who that is. And it's not here on the rewards apparently. I don't know why. Oh, it was there. Have you seen it? It was just there. I actually don't like that we have to, you know, like we don't see the locks here. So let's kill it again. I will change that. I'll run it manually. just gonna run the same by myself. And we are back on the Gaza market. Okay. What is it? Israel strike on Gaza on January 23. Which is this one. Looking at the chart for the last day. Move down. For the last 6 hours didn't move much. So I think this is a cool one for us. Let's keep it running. What? Are we in the exposure already? How this happened? Oh my god. Okay. Let's see. Since we are in already, this is part of the game. Just important that we keep getting the rewards even though we are in a position. I mean, we at least did a good job on the volatility. I think we can even commit that. Like, I'll do that later. I'll just see what's happening. Okay, so we are here, here, and I think we earn nothing. Okay, so it now recalculates because it sees that we receive only 0.47 and tries to find better market for us. Okay. Switch, decision switch. But we cannot switch because we are not market neutral, right? So only if someone gets our position at 12 cents, then we will be able Is anyone trading at all? Like, yeah. Not that much. Okay, let's do review meanwhile. Like, let's just let it run. Needs time. Okay, so here we won't be pushing this one. Here, this volatility is actually pretty good. I would like to keep it here. Then the market maker configuration did not change, so we just keep it here. So this one is the configuration for our orchestrator, which we never touched manually, so we can just keep it. Yeah, I'm just gonna run the analyzer, so it checks that everything is okay. Okay, let's do it like this. I'm just gonna... Oops. No. I'm just gonna hide everything that we don't want to get checked. So there is a better market for us, but we cannot switch. At least we are getting rewards. Yeah, that's cool. We cannot switch because we are in the exposure. I don't know if market will ever move to our... Yeah, but I think if we will implement next thing with skewing, then we will just, you know, try to sell it for 12, then to sell it for 11, then for 10, and then we will eventually just get rid of it at 8, I think. Or we will get rid of it once we hit our stop loss limit, which we did not implement yet. Which is like, I think, more or less okay for us now. That if we just enter the non-volatile markets, I think this should be fine. But it's all needs tuning. Maybe some reinforcement learning later, like, you know, we entered this market at this rate, but we fucked up, and then we entered this market at this rate, and then fucked up, and so on and so on. Oh. I have a comment here. Ekshunyam. What are you working on? Episode 14 seems like a lot has been covered till now. Yeah, I'm working here on basically a market making bot that farms the rewards, liquidity rewards here on the Polymarket. So basically, it's right now in a phase where yeah, I'm just kidding about RL. I will explain now. So basically, what I'm having here is a market maker bot which places orders around the mid price, and there are like different conditions. Like for example, right now we are in the position, in a long position, so we only put the short order, yeah, and we are basically farming the rewards here while we are in this rewards scope. And what we have is an orchestrator which is like periodically checking the other markets whether we should move our liquidity, and does so, but only in case if we are market neutral, and right now we are not. And to be honest, there is no much logic like on how to behave except of that's what I just described. And basically now, like, we are losing, like you can see at my portfolio, we lost half of it, and currently it's not in the money. It's like at 0 right now because we cannot get rid of our position which we got at 10 cents. So there is no logic like how to behave if you are in the position, how to manage it. Let me tell you. Yeah. So yeah, well, now just testing everything, and yeah, I wanted to test the switching mechanisms, and today we created the filter for volatility. So now we are filtering the markets out, the volatile markets, because it's very hard to market make there, like at least with our current strategy. And then next steps, we are going to be implementing the position, like stop loss and position liquidation. So we have some kind of view on the market if we get into position like this one, for example. Like now it tries to sell for 12, then it could have tried to sell for 11, and then at 10, for example, to just get rid of the position at what we started, because our main goal is get rewards anyway. But we can also make money on the market making if it's possible. Yeah, so that's the plan for the newcomers who asked. Yeah. Yeah, I was just kidding about reinforcement learning. I mean, there is like, we can run this strategy in different with different parameters. Like, for example, what we consider volatile, what not. Like, of course, it's easier in options because there you can calculate like the outcomes based on the current price and based on the strike price. Here, there is no such thing, and it's harder, I think, to understand. You're looking for statistical arbitrage to events that have tight outcomes. Um, yeah, maybe. Why? I mean, it's different thing. Like, I'm not trying to arbitrage markets here, right? Is it anyhow useful for the like position management? Like when you get to the one leg? Okay, let's do what we started here. I wanted to run a new session and review the div. Yeah, because it can give you opportunity, it's not priced the same. Yeah, I know about that, but this is a different strategy. So maybe we'll get there one day. But yeah, right now I'm trying to farm the liquidity rewards here. And I think like it's pretty farmable. I found already many wallets that are actually making like 300 bucks per day on that, which is pretty cool. Maybe there are more. So I don't know. My background is tech and derivatives trading, and yeah, so I'm in like in development for computer science, mostly in computer science. I'm like for 17 years, and in finance for last 7. Yeah. No, I don't have Discord, but you can join the Telegram channel. uh you can just type my nickname in Telegram, you will find it. This is me personally, and um you have in my profile the link to the channel. This review. Let me see if there are other comments. Okay, so review the div. Don't review the staged changes. Was everything implemented correctly? I need that code. Just need to make this double check because the model is more stupid than we are usually using. What's up with the position here? So we are still with one leg and it's not getting anywhere. And there are markets better markets that we can switch to, but since we are in the position, not market neutral position, then we are blocked, and we can get like $25 instead of 0.7. We are getting $0.7 per day now, which is very low. I have never received the stars rating from the agent. So yeah, that's what I was thinking. It actually has the dead code here. So we will now remove that. Here in the market discovery. So I'm gonna do the final review now and we will get to the next task. Meanwhile, hoping to sell this position. I am tired losing money. Oh fuck. I just okay, what I did here is actually prevented. 1 second. Oh no. This and so we just now update the docs. I had a question for this series. What do you mean? What's our plan for the next couple of sessions? Well, I don't know. Like for now, it's still the plan to keep doing this strategy for sure, because like we spent so much time and we are like very close to some good results. We actually made money a couple of sessions ago, and but it was like mostly luck, but still we managed to do it. Like we properly switched the market at proper time, and then we earned a lot of rewards comparing to all our previous attempts. So I think I'm gonna stick to that for now. Yeah, definitely try and like at least while I have ideas. Um, while I have the ideas about the how to fix this, I think we are gonna keep doing that. But of course, we already lost like much more than we earned, so we'll see. We'll see. Maybe there are different interesting strategies, but I wanted to have the execution engine for the Polymarket in any way. So if not this strategy, then something else. I'm definitely planning to keep trading on Polymarket. So just want to make this bot more sophisticated and abstracted. Like it is abstracted from the strategy, but abstracted like more, or make sure it's properly abstracted from the strategy, so we can like use other strategies like statistical arbitrage, for example, in the future, or something like this. I actually was exploring also to arbitrage the price markets, the crypto markets, with the options on Deribit. So for example, this one we can hedge it with an option, or arbitrage with an option, this one as well, and so on. So one of the plans. And coding wise, we are using different AI agents techniques. I'm progressing. Like I expect personally to have a huge like to see a huge industrial revolution, and we are um, and we are in this industrial revolution right now. So I'm just trying to be on top of that, use top technologies, try all the top stuff, and also come up with own solutions, which I do also, like with how to properly orchestrate agents so they can maximize your work performance and so on. So yeah, you can maybe use volatility smile curve. Yeah, that's also an option. Okay, 1 second. Summary of the code. So let me review this again, and push. Okay, so what we have here, again, a new script for testing. Script for testing works. I tried it. New types. Okay. Change the utils. Run volatility test script. No, you won't get this one. Give a second. Yeah. Let it run tests while we do review. So we have this find best market function here, which also checks the volatility and skips the volatile markets. Okay. We have a new config in the orchestrator for all this functionality. That's true. And here we just apply all that. Okay, makes sense. I think we are good to go and publish this. New functionality. Okay. Okay, so the test passed. I think nothing was broken. Let's commit that. Any reason for moving away from anti-gravity? Yes, many reasons. It's first of all, it's very slow. It was just disaster to wait for all of that to finish. Also, I think it's just made for different things. Probably, like I just tried it for a couple of episodes, so and it was buggy. So it was just released by then. I haven't tried it recently, like in 1 month already, or 1.5. But I like open code now. I'm using it mostly, and it can connect to different model providers, and I use all of them, like from the Copilot mostly, because Copilot provides me with a lot of tokens for a very small price. So um, that's why I'm sticking to that. Oh, okay, look, we can actually partially get rid of our positions here already. So if you could have had the code base that does this, that skews the price to the market center, to the mid price, then we could have probably liquidated that partially at least already. But yeah, this is what we need to implement. So now that we are done with this volatility filter task, let's just move it to the done. Okay, we keep it for now for today. Then visualization for data file. Okay, so this might be interesting. Let's start a new session here and plan. I need a visualization tool for my data files, trading history, but I don't want to add React or anything to my project, anything that heavy to my project yet. So plan something simple. Okay, so the question: visualization priorities. Which aspect of your trading data are most important to visualize? This will help me prioritize the features. Price evolution over time, position building, price trade distribution, P&L tracking, all of the above, of course. Static HTML, terminal, SCI charts. Wow. Terminal UI for charts. That would be great, but that's a different topic. Maybe there is a skill for TUI building, but I think it would require much heavier project than just simple HTML files. So we'll just do it like this. Maybe someday later we will get into cyberpunk mode here. What if, so I would have to upload the JSON all the time, and we serve it with npm run npm serve or similar, and access the file dynamically. Okay, so it has questions. Let's see first how our bot is. Oh, okay, we have a lot of it now here. But can we get rid of that actually? Like the market is not moving much up. So if we could have had the function, to just increase the price or something like this. It's completely like it's controllable, but like if I will just manually sell this now, we won't have our state updated. And I think it would be great to have something like this. Um, let's say feature to manually intervene, like sell now at this price, and but it keeps tracking state. Yeah, this is really needed. Okay, let's go back to our current feature. Okay, use whatever you want, but I need to minimize my actions. Ideally, I want it to load all files when I call the script, and I will be able to change files, select from sidebar or something. What a shame we only earned 1 cent today. Okay, so Okay, now I have it running. Let's see. Okay, this was our session. Oh my god, what's happening? No. Wait. Wait. Okay, it seems to work, but when I open, I don't know, is there any error? When I open it, the chart starts to increase in height, going down, and never stops. Okay. So this is something, and our PNL supposed to be plus $140. And why is so? I don't know. But yeah, we have some visualization. Now it's about making sense of it, I guess. Yeah, let's finish that. So what we have now is trade volume by price. What? I don't know why we need that, but okay. Total volume 140. That's probably true. Okay, now it looks good, but PNL for says plus $140, which is not true. Can you recalculate and check? Okay, so it supposedly fixed the P&L chart. No, it didn't. Okay, but the chart is still called P&L. Can you rename and also add an actual P&L? Oh yeah, I actually wonder if our orchestration is actually tracking the currently opened session. Because like, what if we close it now and open again? I think we will lose our session. Okay, I will just, you know, keep it like this. I think we can fix that later. Because there is really much more interesting and important thing here now. Let me switch to that quickly. Okay, so we have our visualization here, it's all working. Now let's do the research. And the research says review the orchestration code base. I need to understand whether it handled one case. If I start market making on some market, and then I'm not market neutral, so I can't switch to markets. This is ok, but what if I rerun the orchestration? Should it keep running? Will it keep running on the last market or will it completely forget about it and start a new, possibly different one? Okay. I think our documentation doesn't have information that there is also documentation in for the orchestration. Check the docs. Okay, so it figured out that it's definitely not preserving the previously trading market if we restart it, which is bad. Like, we cannot make updates now because we won't be sure that we will get back to the same market we're trading. So let's fix that. Persist trading market or restarts. Countdown duration. Is the 10-second reasonable for the supervised mode escape hatch? Don't get the question. Plain. Okay, now we have already like this. Yeah, I'm just gonna stop it. We are gonna let me sell it, mark. Billion. Okay, we are slowly getting our money back. Okay, so we are doing a small tweak here. And we can meanwhile delete all our files. Anyway, and run the architecture. Valid signature. Wrong market. Okay, let's just. Shouldn't have happened actually. I thought we fixed that in the last session. Okay, same market again. Or what's happening here? Okay, maybe we cannot run it while it's building new code base. Let's keep rerunning again. Hope I will just bump on the market that will be possible to run. Oh, okay, now we are good. Oh, the same market. Hello. We are back. We are so back. Okay, now at least we are getting more rewards because we are two-sided. Let's check what we are earning now. Check rewards. We are earning $6 per day, 20%. Okay. I wonder what will happen when it will start switching. Yeah, I actually ran unfinished code base. Hope it won't break anything. Should start any moment now. Okay, we just rebounced. Okay, so this is a market switcher. But are we actually switching markets? Okay, have something new running here, but don't see the... Okay, we don't have... Oh, we do have orders here. Still. Yep. So what's up with this? I think the switcher still doesn't work. Funny. Market doesn't enable switching. Okay, I guess we're gonna fix that after the orchestration state is done. So we just did another switch check, but it actually didn't switch anything. But we are earning. Oh, even more than before, I guess. Give me a few minutes, please. Okay. I'll try to fix the switching also now, or at least like find the problem. So there is this whole new thing. We have okay, sounds good. Let's rerun it. I think we did not get into any position. Luckily, yes. So let's just rerun it with a new code base. Okay, so now we are full government funding bill be passed. New market. Wait. Are we? UI says we are sending it to the previous market actually. Ah, okay, so we have a problem here. Okay, so we shouldn't have had these orders. Maybe they were not cancelled. That's the problem. Okay. Okay, let me ask one quick fix. The org dog reference. So in just one small fix before I commit this, and then we can go and try to see what is the problem. Okay. So what we saw is that switch did not work, right? Okay, I thought we fixed that already by not allowing. Okay, let's first check the switching thing. Okay, I tested the orchestration, and I was in net 0 position. There was another market found to switch to, but it was stuck on the afterwards, and nothing actually switched, and previous market was still up. Wait. I need to rerun all that with the planning mode. I don't know. Let's run it again. Maybe we need to change that. Yeah, let's add liquidity as well. We should probably change the markets that are available to us. Yes. Okay, again Israel, but now with Lebanon. Let's hope we will not get filled now and we can finally test. What? Oh, okay. I was wondering how did that pass. I mean, we should add to, like, if Israel word is present in the... Wait, what's happening? Are we getting filled again? No. No. Yeah, I mean, these Israel markets are completely unpredictable as well. Like, I mean, anything... Yeah, maybe in the future we can add the semantic filtering, you know? So, like, if we see that it's something related to the war, for example, or like to the current something that could happen right now or like completely unpredictable, then we can consider these markets as volatile as well, right? So then we will have no markets left to trade on actually. So maybe it's good. I'm just waiting for the switch, but I have to finish actually very soon, like in 5 minutes. Okay, please find new market. So it's still rebalancing. Ah, okay, we are not market neutral now, I guess. Yeah. Oh my god. So we like sold yes at 24. I'm purchasing it. The same price. Yeah, I think let's just write down these tasks. We're gonna finish them next time. So market don't switch. Why? And still having signature error. Why? If we face that, we will fix that. Otherwise, we will go and we need to separate those like into meaningful and meaningless bugs. Okay, before I lost everything again, we better finish for today. And I'll, as usual, try to get rid of this position afterwards, after I'm done. So, thank you guys for joining today. We did a lot of progress We did volatility filter, visualization for data. We did the persistence for the state, so we can rerun our orchestration again and again. And we will continue on the rest. So thank you for watching. Thank you for joining today. Let's continue on Monday at 3 p.m. Central European Time as usual. Nothing changes for now. If there will be a change, I will definitely announce it on my social media. So subscribe to Telegram channel, Ali Lodash Run. It's my profile. You can find the channel in the top of my profile, and basically there are all the links here on every platform you watch. Just subscribe everywhere, put your likes. Thank you for watching, and let's meet on Monday and continue on our project. Thank you again. Bye bye.